Oh, hi, Cor. Thank you for talking to Livewire today in Australia.
Thank you.
You're coming to Australia for the first time. So, what can fans expect from a Michael Learns to Rock concert?
I, First of all, I'd like to say that this is just really a big thing for us. It's an adventure and it's something that we have been looking forward to for 30 years. Honestly, we've been touring in Asia for so many years. And of course, being very close to Australia, we have felt the presence of that big country, and finally we are coming. So for us, this is a really big thing, and we are looking so much forward to trying this for the first time. You can't imagine really how it feels um, coming
I,
all the way from Denmark and being successful here in this part of the world. And now, after 30 years, expanding the area, trying something new. That's really amazing for us. So we will be bringing, of course, our live show that we've been touring with now. We're in Asia. We're in Kuala Lumpur right now, and the songs we've been touring with for the last 30 years. And of course, bringing them to Australia for the first time.
yeah, it's amazing. As a Danish band, you guys started off what in the mid 80s, around
Yeah,
88?
late 80s we started as a high school band in a small town in Denmark.
I've been to Denmark. I love it very much. It's a beautiful part of the world. And I know that you've had great success in Asia. Um, I was going to ask you about why you think the Asian audience has been so huge. You
Yeah,
really you
it's a
do a
question we
rare
get
thing
all
of
the time.
music. Like the music that
Yeah.
you're playing is not the typical style at the moment. So how does that how does that
No,
take?
for us it was just the kind of music that we did. As a high school band in 1988, I can tell you it was not a common type of music either back then. So we never been a trendy band doing the music that was on the charts. And even though we've had huge success, I just think that uh, to explain why is really difficult because music is a language that we understand, but it's hard to describe really what happens to us when we hear music. It's, we get emotional in each our way, and music speaks a language that we just for some reason understand. And for some reason, the Asian really kind of connected to our music in a way that no other people in the world really did. So I would love to ask you actually, because I'm curious, uh, have our music been played in Australia? Do you people in Australia know the music
I
at
think
all?
so. It would be in a certain demographic. I mean, I was at school in Sweden in 1988 in year 12. So
Okay.
chundering around after the punk bands and things like that. But I guess here in Australia, you've got a very romantic style, and that's going to attract. I mean, I've noticed in even young crowds. We've had the Icelandic singer Laufey here in the last 12 months, and kids are really into the old jazz standards and listening to those 70 bands and getting back into that music, which is quite incredible. What goes around, I guess for them it's new, right?
Yeah. But we're also very curious to see our audience in Asia, or sorry, in Australia, because we don't know really who's it going to be. Is it going to be native Australians? Is it going to be Asians living in Australia? Is it going to be all kinds of people? We don't
I think
know.
it's going to be a
It's
big mix. You'll
Yeah,
have a big mix of audiences. We've got a very multicultural society. So
yeah,
you'll see people from every walk of life and from all races in
yeah. That's so
Australia.
interesting. Yeah, it's
Mm.
so interesting. We can't wait to come. Um, Really, really.
Can I ask how you start songwriting? Like when
Yeah,
you do it, do you
it
use
was
instrumentation or is it lyrics or?
Our singer, Yasha, he's the songwriter. And the whole band really started because he gave me a tape, a cassette tape with some of his songs on it. He already written around 10 songs. I got the tape and said, wow, that's really something. Let's make a band. And then from then on, we just focused on playing the songs that Yasha he wrote. And he's the kind of songwriter that starts out with some kind of melody, few words, put them together, find some chords that fits it, and then he records a rough demo. Um, Sometimes a bit more than a rough demo. And then he comes to the band with the songs, and we pick the best songs and record them all together in the studio. So it's a process of absolutely him writing pretty much 100% of the songs.
So what
And
role do you have as the drummer? Because the drummer is the engine house of the band.
well, I am a drummer. I'm not a songwriter. I don't play other instruments, so I've had the privilege of just focusing on, yeah, the the the,
Focusing
the
on
basis
technique.
the basis of the songs, and just trying to do tracks that supports the whole emotion in the song, and not trying to, I mean, none of us, the kind of music that we do is not really based on, you know, uh, improvisation and long solos and all that. It's more like trying to find a way of focusing and enhancing the core of the song, really. And that's been what we focused on.
Yeah, it's
And then
it's
then the
interesting because it's all about controlled technique.
it is. Of course it is. And some of the stuff we really focused on, of course, it's the songwriting, it's the melodies, the harmonies in the vocals. That's been some of the really strong parts in our music. I think that have we managed to do some recordings that could come out through the car stereo, right? And people could kind of um, understand what this is about. And Yasha, he's a songwriter that is very inspired by bands from the 70s and 80s.
I was going to ask
Like,
who are you influenced by?
yeah, but Yasha is a little bit different from, we're all very different actually in our taste of music and inspiration. But he was into bands like Supertramp and Foreigner,
I can hear
bands like
Steely
that.
Dan in there.
Yes, a little bit, not so jazzy, but
No,
still some of it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. All these 70, 80s bands is pretty much the inspiration for him. And you will be able to hear that when you hear many of our songs. Of course, classical songwriters like Elton John and Bee Gees, absolutely is a big inspiration for him and for all of us.
because the
So
albums change in style. Like Scandinavia, for example, is much more of a rock, but it's got that thematic, like spacey, connected to nature type themes
yeah,
running through
okay.
it, whereas Still is very different again.
Yeah. Yeah, the last three or four albums, we have produced ourselves. No, not still, but Mikkel, our guitar player, he produced two albums with us. And before that, we have tried all kinds of producers. So, of course, we try to make the album stand out as an album individually. So, it's great to hear that you think there's a different and a signature in each album, because that's what we try to do. We
No,
like to
it's
do
it's
albums.
it's very definitive. And I was going to ask, you've got a lot of singles out from last year. Is there a new album coming?
There is not an album being recorded at the moment. We actually have some great songs, there. Yasha did some great collaborations with other songwriters, really. So we got great stuff, but we didn't plan an album. We are very busy touring at the moment, so there will be new music coming out, but we don't have a full album on the table right now.
Um, Yes, I mean, if you're getting around to Asia and and coming here, which is always prohibitively expensive, coming to Australia. But I was going to say you're coming at the right time. So you're coming for Valentine's Day. So
Yeah.
you're going to hit that romantic sweet spot with the romantic music. You can't go wrong, right?
I didn't realize, but you're right.
Mm.
It's
Coming in
February, yeah.
mid-February.
Yeah.
Um, just a word, well, if you're already in Kuala Lumpur, you know what the weather's like. So times that by 10 when you get here,
Okay. Cool.
especially in Brisbane.
Yeah. It's warm. I know. I've
Yeah.
heard about it, but I never, as I said, none of us have ever been to Australia.
Well, make sure you get time to come and check the place out as well if you're coming all this way. Spend at
Yeah, I
least one or
hope
two
so.
days having a look around.
I hope we will.
Um, is there anything that you want fans to know about the tour?
Yeah, I absolutely want fans to know that this is going to be one of the biggest adventures for us for decades. And we are super overexcited about this tour, really, honestly, because it's new. It's a new part of the world. It's the you can't get so far away anywhere in the world. From Denmark to Australia, it's pretty much on the other side of the world. So that's so exciting for us, and we can't wait to see who our audience will be, if they will know the songs, if they will sing along. Will it be Asians? Will it be Australians? Will it be? We don't know. So that's all I want to say, is that we are so grateful to see that people are really digging into the shows. The tickets are selling fast, and we feel that there is a connection already, and that's so amazing to feel that. We just want to come there and see it in real life.
Australia is always an experience. Can I ask about the band name, Michael
Yeah, of
Lundstruck? Because
course.
most people call it MLTR.
Much easier, right?
Is it because of Mickle?
No, it's not. It's definitely
Okay.
not. Mikkel is a different name. When we started, we just like uh, we honestly was really inspired by Michael Jackson, in the sense that he
Huh.
was the king of pop. So it was just a kind of playing with words and saying Michael Jackson has to learn to rock instead of blah blah blah. We played pop music. So for some weird reason, yes, he just, without asking us, he wrote it on a tape, our first demo tape. He just put the name Michael Learns to Rock on it, and we sent it into this competition, which we won. And then we were stuck with the name, without even having discussed it. And that's the true story.
Well,
But
that's
but
cool
it's
in a way. I mean, you can't get better than Michael Jackson.
no. So we kind of just learned to live with it.
Oh, that's amazing. That is so interesting.
Funny.
Most bands like practice for years, like trying to get their name right before they commit.
No, we only existed. We have rehearsed 2 or 3, 4 times, and we recorded 3 songs on a demo tape. So we only had the band for 2 months at the time we did this demo tape. So
And
the
that
band name just came about just out of nothing from the very beginning, and
and then you
then we
won,
just
and then that was
then
it.
we won. Then we got the record deal, and then blah blah blah. And then we had to stick with the name, and yeah.
That's incredible. And you've had an amazing career. You've sold so many albums and the streaming is so high. So it'll be interesting to see how that translates down here. I'll be
Yeah, very
fascinated to
much.
see. And I guess
Very
you will
much.
too.
Yeah.
Look, I just want to thank you for your time. I know you've got other interviews you probably have to go and do, but thank you
Yeah.
for talking to Livewire and enjoy Kuala Lumpur. It's a great city. I love going there.
We love it here, and we can't wait to come to Australia. Thank you, Cecilia, for talking to us and taking the time off, and hope to see you in February.